Welcome to another edition of Music Monday. I'm your host, Adam Duke. This week, I spoke with the band Grosh about their show next Sunday, their lineup of shows throughout the summer, and working on a new album starting in November.
Hey, I'm Dylan. I play bass.
I'm Megan. I'm the singer.
I'm Grace. I play guitar.
And I'm Josh, and I play drums. And we started a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago at this point, as a duo. Grace reached out to me and had an idea to do a rock duo, and we were both in different projects at the time, and ended up being pretty cool. It was just her and I. She would do the vocals and guitar, and I would do drums, and it was kind of more punk rock. And as the years went on, we kind of started working more with Megan and Dylan, and it worked really well, and now we are a four-piece. This is Grosh. Woo! Grace, Josh, Grosh. Didn't change the name.
Gregan seemed weird.
Gregan, yes. Sounds like a medieval creature.
It was Josh's idea, so I don't know why he handed me the mic, but I just said, let's call it Grace and Josh, and he said, let's call it Grosh, and that was better.
Yeah.
And then we decided to keep it because, you know, why not?
Yeah.
Didn't think very hard about it.
For me, it's about who I love to sing with, being the singer. So I love singing with Alex MacArthur. She's a great jazz musician in the area. And our friend Grace Stumberg, I'd love singing with her. And Grace Stumberg band is really just Dylan, Grace, and Josh with Grace Stumberg leading. So it's like this intertwined mega band. So I guess Grace Stumberg band, because it's just my bandmates. Johnny Hart and the Mess, we play a lot with them, and they're fantastic. And you know, they got a new lineup last year, and they're just killer.
It's a hard question because they're all great, but I grew up playing with everybody in the area, so like anytime I get to like see my dad play, who still does that, that's always a fun time. Or any of the old guys I grew up with. So love all that.
I got to sit in with Pharaoh last night and the night before, and they're a really good funk band from the area, so they were really fun to play with, as all of those people too.
Lately, I'm a big fan of Fernway and also Grace Greenan, who I got to play with a couple times. And honestly, that's one of the cool things about Buffalo is, oh my gosh, yeah, and Stress Dolls, led by Chelsea O'Donnell. So I play with her a lot, and all three of those are more on the alternative end of things, and they're great. And kind of like Megan and Dylan alluded to, and everybody alluded to it, everybody in this music scene is so intertwined and plays together, whether directly or just on a co-bill or something like that. So it's cool. It's a nice community here, music community.
We have like a really full summer schedule, I would say.
Well, when is the Deep South thing? Is that May 7th?
May 7th.
Yeah. So yeah, the next two things we have coming up, we're going to be in Cleveland on May 6th at a place called Coda, right?
Yes.
And we've been going to Cleveland a lot and making friends there, which is great. And then the next day we're back in Buffalo. We're playing the Cinco de Mayo festival down at Deep South Taco downtown on Sunday, May 7th with Stoneflower and Mo Porter. Yeah.
Good job. We have been writing a lot of music. I think we have 12 songs done and a couple more that we're working on, and we're still, you know, got other ideas and stuff. So we're planning on November is when we're gonna record the next album. We're working out on the details on that and everything, but we've got some people that we are excited to work with and make it happen, and a lot of good material to choose from, so it's exciting.
It's a new one. It's not recorded yet, but it's called Don't Trust Nobody, and it's got a real kind of slinky R&B feel to it, which is something we've really never done before. We've kind of flirted with funk and like different textures and stuff, but this song is just like, it's slow, is kind of slinky sounding, and it's just real fun to get into.
Same.
Oh God! Well, yeah, I was gonna say that one too because I think that's all of our favorite new song. But to change things up, we have another unrecorded song called "Stick Around" that actually Josh started that song, right? You wrote the chords and you had the groove and everything.
Yeah, Grace finished the chorus.
Yeah, and that one's really cool because it starts off. I'll use the word slinky again because it definitely does start off slinky, but it's got like this big grand finale, so it's really fun to play.
I'm with them on Don't Trust Nobody. It's so fun.
Sportsman's Tavern, for sure. Like, we play there every other month. We have like, a loose residency there, and they're just great people. They really fought for music during the pandemic, and the sound is just incredible there. They got Tony running sound. It's always good. Like, you can hear every little thing. It's just the best place to play. It's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Any disagreements?
No.
Sportsman's, yeah.
See, we agree more than we thought we did.
It's like home.
You don't stir it up now. I think it would be sweet. So if we're just dreaming big right now, if we could like open for Foo Fighters, that would be sick. I love Dave Grohl. I love his songs. And then another band who Grace and I actually got to open for, I believe is the duo, or I think Dylan played bass with us that day, right?
Yeah.
Larkin Poe, we played with them at the 12th, and it's a band, but it's two sisters that front it, and they're real blues rock kind of stuff with a bit of a twist on it, and they're super cool, and I would love to play with them again, I guess, but with the full band.
Since I have two options, I'm gonna say Incubus because I love them, and I feel, especially like a lot of our newer songs to me are reminiscent of Incubus. But then I'm going to throw a local band in there. I'd love to play with Sunday Rain. We haven't played a gig with them yet, so I feel like Grosh, Sunday Rain, Incubus would just be like face melting all over the place.
I don't know.
It's a hard question.
That's a hard question for me, but I agree.
All of that sounds great.
It sounds great.
I think for me it'd be a combination of Chris Cornell and Jewel, which is a funny combination. But like lyrically, I feel like I get Jewel, and like I grew up listening to her and singing along with her. And Chris Cornell is just like the best rock singer in the world. So I feel like I adopt some of his stylings when I'm singing our original tunes.
For guitar players, definitely Derek Trucks, my biggest influence. The Allman Brothers, and Led Zeppelin. Grew up listening to all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think we all love Led Zeppelin. We do a tribute once a year at the Sportsman's. It's just like all Zeppelin and kind of our own take on it, and it's fun. As a drummer, well, John Bonham, for sure. My dad showed me clips of him as a kid. That's kind of what did it for me. Currently, I'm really digging this German drummer named Benny Greb. If you're a drummer and you don't know who he is, look him up. He's amazing. He's definitely my favorite at the moment right now.
For bass players, I learned how to play on old Motown stuff, so all the James Jamerson or that Temptations Greatest Hits album that I listened to 1,000 times, and then turned that into all the Zeppelin stuff and then all the 90s grungy stuff and mix it all together, and we're here now.
Mm.
Our favorite game to play is a game called Beat That. And it comes in a fun box. It's got all these props. It's got like, like ping pong balls and like solo cups and rubber bands and like all these weird, crazy, random props. And then it comes with cards with all these challenges. And they all seem like they'd be pretty easy, but they're ridiculously hard. And it's hilarious. So we always bring it with us like when we go out of town because it's the best hotel room game. And we have some pretty good videos of us playing Beat That.
A lot of nonsense.
Great. I mean, that's it.
That's the most important question.
That was Grosh. I'll have more information in the links down below. And for Music Monday, I'm Adam Duke.